Hello and welcome back, friends, to Haas of Props. Several months ago, I was contracted to create some props for G.W. Mullins' Dreamwalker book series. They wanted some Sandman goggles and a sand pouch. The company contacted me again here last month saying GW was requesting a new prop for the latest book in the series. So after several meetings with the publisher and GW, it was decided it would be the knife that the Sandman carry. I used AutoCAD to create an STL file and split it into two pieces so it would print with minimum supports. After discussions with GW and Lot M Publishing, I'm allowed to give you the file for free. A link can be found below. While it's printing, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you can get notifications when a new video is released. Or if you are able to, scan this code to see all previous builds. To attach the 3D printed pieces together, I always use CA glue. And then a couple of drops of zip kicker makes the glue cure almost instantly. You can see that after the zip kicker is applied, the glue is hard and the pieces are firmly attached. Print lines are inevitable, so I'm using a technique I found to work really well. I begin sanding with a 120 grit sandpaper. Then switch to a 180 grit. And finish with a 400 grit. This process takes some time, but I found it yields the best results. When I'm finished sanding, I prepare to fill the gap between the two joined pieces. To do this, I'm using a glazing and spot putty. I generously apply it to the area. Make sure you use this in a well-ventilated area because the fumes can be harmful. When the putty's dry, I smooth it with the 400 grit sandpaper. The putty does shrink a little as it dries, so I needed to apply a second layer and repeat the sanding process. Then the knife will be coated with a 2-in-1 filler and sandable primer. This primer helps to fill in any print lines or gaps left behind. I then use the 400 grit sandpaper to smooth the primer and repeat with 2 more coats of primer. Once all 3 coats have been sanded, I will coat the knife with a glossy black spray paint. And when that's dry, I apply this mirror chrome spray paint. I then glue a strip of 2mm EVA foam to the handle and wrap the rest around the handle, overlapping slightly. To begin to make the foam look like leather, I base it in a raw umber acrylic. I then apply chocolate bar brown with a cotton swab sporadically on top of the raw umber. Then dab these areas with a cloth. This same process is repeated using a black acrylic. Then I dry brush tan over the edges of the foam to add more leather aging. The triangular Sandman logo is then based in crimson, and a wash of chocolate bar brown is applied to age the red. I then used metallic gold acrylic with my finger in order to show the Sandman usage over time. The book describes a map hidden in the end of the knife, so I used a piece of plastic container to create this lens, which was then glued into place. With the knife finished, I just needed to send it to the publisher so it could be photographed and used for the book promotion. If you enjoyed this build, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out G.W. Mullins' Dreamwalker series to see how the knife is used in the story. And remember, if you are building any of my builds or using any of my templates, feel free and tag me at Haas of Props on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, because I would really like to see your fantastic work. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.